everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this roughly 30-minute full body flow. We will start and finish class with some softer movements, possibly flow one breath per movement, and then get some strength postures in there as well. So just a awesome, well-rounded class to either start, finish, or put in the middle of your day. All we need today is a mat. If you like to have props with you, that's always welcome. Otherwise, when you're ready, join me in a comfortable seated position. If possible, legs crossed out in front of you, if that's comfortable in your body today. You can always sit on a block if we have one at home or wherever you are. And then once you're here in this seated position, either sending the gaze towards the ground or beginning to blink the eyes shut. Just taking note of this seated position. How does it feel? Sometimes sitting cross-legged on the floor can be a real pain. Just noticing that, welcoming that if that's where you're at today, or maybe this is an easeful seat. Might feel good to sit here, connected to the ground beneath you through the hips. Try to soften into this seat. Each exhale, maybe getting more comfortable or more heavy on the earth. And I'm taking this moment to set an intention for today, whatever you'd like to muster up in this class. Mine is that of kindness to self. Kind thoughts, kind words. It starts here in this body before I can spread it. Beginning to invite in an Ujjayi breath if that's in your practice, or just an equal, balanced, long breath in and out through the nose. If ever a posture is really getting to you, open mouth exhales are always welcome. Help clear it out. Let go of the tension or the judgment. Take 2 more full breaths in this seat. On that second exhale, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, drawing up on the pelvic floor. And then an inhale, open the arms wide, reach them overhead, open the eyes to the colors, the shapes around you. Big breath in this cross-legged. If you're not cross-legged, try to go there. We won't be here much longer. And exhale, you're just going to simply fold forwards. Hands find the floor, however far in front of you they need to be. Beginning to round down through the spine, maybe if comfortable, hanging the head. Finding the biggest fold you can here with the hips, reaching towards the floor. Deep breaths into this hip space. This might be a gentle stretch. This might be intense for you. Wherever you're at, welcome it. Breathe into it, breathe into the hips, up and down the spine. One more exhale here. Inhale, roll the spine up, reach the arms overhead. A breath out, you're gonna take left hand to right knee, right hand behind you, big twist. Equal weight through the hips, facing the top of your mat. As you wring out the shoulders, pull them down from the ears. Back behind you. That belly button, pelvic floor still active here. Gentle tug through the chin, long spine, long neck. One more ring out. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the bottoms of the feet to the ground. Keep the spine long, keep the chest lifted, belly draws in, knees pull towards each other. As you exhale, lift off the feet. If you need to keep the toes tapped down on the earth, you can. Otherwise, try to bring the ankles in line with the knees. Early core, early quads, lift through the chest and the heart. Reach those fingers away from you. Deep breaths, draw that belly button down and in. Big breath in. As you exhale, find the opposite cross of the legs, most likely left leg in front now. Sit up tall. Exhale, fold over. Hands find the floor. As each exhale leaves the body, surrendering more into this forward fold. Utilizing that breath to clear out the hips, lengthen the spine. One more exhale here. Inhale, roll the spine up, reach the hands overhead. Breath out, right hand to left knee, left hand reaches behind you for your big twist. Equal weight through the hips, chin tucked, shoulders down. As you wring it out. Twisting deeper with each exhale. One more breath out. Inhale back to center. Hands reach overhead, draw belly button in, bottoms of the feet to the ground. With a breath out, if you would like to, lift the heels knee height. Or those toes, big toes can be tapped down on the ground if you'd like. Draw the knees closer together. Lift through the heart, lift through the lower spine, big breaths. For 3, 2, 1. Plant those heels down. Take the arms, fold them in front of the shins, cross them, clasp elbows if you have that. Tuck chin, bring the forehead to the knees. Push into the hips and round that spine as far back behind you as you can. Push the spine away as you hold onto the legs. Breathe into the back side. We do so many back bends in yoga, it's nice to reverse this motion sometimes. One more exhale. Inhale, more active through the spine. Hands come to the shins. You might use hands as assist on the floor for this if you have the core and the body ability. We are just going to lift our feet slightly, rock back onto the lower spine, and then as you exhale, rock forwards, plant the feet, reach the hands overhead, come up to chair. You can push off the ground with the hands. Take your chair pose. Long tailbone, tuck the tailbone down towards the earth. Look at the toes in front of the knees, and then sink to your depth. Belly button activated. Draw in, pull the lower ribs, the pelvis closer together. And soften the shoulders down, reach them back behind you like you're squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades. Deep breaths. Press down and out through the heels, sit an inch lower. One exhale, inhale, come to stand. Reach the hands up, press the pelvis slightly forwards. Exhale, back bend, cactus the arms, lift through the chest. Inhale, hands lift. Exhale, fold forwards at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, press hands into thighs, calves are earth, squeeze shoulders together, draw belly button up. As you exhale, take your plank. Beautiful. Deep breaths in plank. Spread those 10 fingers wide. Index down super heavy. Draw the belly button up away from the floor. And then rock the weight forwards over the wrist. Shoulders come forwards. Rock the weight backwards. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat. Do that 2 more times. Forwards backwards, make a big circle. Come back to that forwards position, big breath in. Exhale, release the torso down onto the ground. Take right knee, bring it to 90 degrees inside of the right foot down. And then we're taking left hand, thread it underneath the body to the right side, back of the hand to the ground, left side of the head to the earth, stack the palms. Now take that top right arm, reach it up to the ceiling, and back behind you. Reaching the shoulders away from each other. One exhale. Inhale, bring palms back together. Chest to the floor, palms underneath the shoulders. Draw belly button up. Press that right hip to the floor, and then inhale, lift up through the chest. Just a cobra, not an upward dog here. Press into the palms, wrap the shoulder blades, lift, lift, lift through the heart. Big breath in. Exhale, release down, straighten that right leg behind you. Now bring left knee 90 degrees, inside of the foot down. Thread right arm underneath, right head to the floor. Palms on top of each other. And then when you're ready, left hand lifts to the ceiling, and then back behind you, open through the chest. Push the back of that right arm into the earth to deepen this twist. Reach away from you through those left fingertips, left hand, left shoulder pulls away from the body. One exhale. Inhale, unwind, chest to the ground, palms underneath the shoulders. Press the inside of the left hip down into the earth, push into the palms. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. Wrap shoulders behind. Push left knee down, push top of right foot into the ground. Big breath in. Exhale, surrender the torso, lengthen the left leg, keep the palms where they are. Push into the tops of the feet, push into the pelvis, and then inhale, full upward dog or cobra if this isn't in your practice. Wrap the shoulders back. Open up through the front of the throat sometimes. We always get caught trying to keep that back neck long, but open with strength. Pull the back of the head up and behind. Big breath in. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Whew. Walk it out. Nice. Inhale, come forwards to plank. Exhale, drop the knees. Cross the ankles behind you. So everything we just did, even all the way from the beginning, those forward folds, we're taking that one breath per movement. Go with me. If you need to pause, please do. If you'd like to do this more times at the end, you can always pause and do more rounds. So ankles crossed. I'm sitting myself back into my cross-legged seat. Inhale, reach the arms up, draw belly button, draw pelvic floor in. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift from the strength of the spine. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, hands up, lift knees into chest, hover the heels. Exhale, opposite cross of the legs, fold forwards. Inhale, lift through the torso. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, come to center, knees lift, heels lift. Exhale, grab onto the shins, rock forwards, plant the feet. Oh, lift up to chair pose. You can use the hands. Exhale, sit deeper in chair. Inhale, taw the mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, high to low plank. We're not taking the twist. Right knee draws to 90. Lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, right leg goes long, release the chest. Inhale, left knee 90 degrees, lift to cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, cross the ankles, Sit yourself back into that cross-legged pose. Inhale, hands go up overhead. What fun. Exhale, fold forward. It's a little different for you today. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center. Knees into chest. Lift the feet, boat. Exhale, opposite cross of the legs and fold. Inhale, lift through the arms. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, hands up, lift knees, lift heels, bow. Exhale, rock forwards, plant the feet. Lift up, inhale to chair. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high to low plank. Right knee 90 degrees. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, release, leg long. Inhale, left knee 90, lift the torso. Exhale, release. Inhale, full upward dog. Exhale, one more time, cross the ankles behind you. Start to sit the hips back. Inhale, sit up tall in your cross leg. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift long. Exhale, twist left, pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, hands up, lift knees, lift heels, bow. Exhale, opposite cross, fold forwards. Inhale, lift torso. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, lift hands, lift knees, bow. Exhale, rock forwards, feet plant. Inhale, lift to your chair. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, stand mountain. Exhale, cactus, press the hips forwards. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release, high to low plank. Inhale, right knee 90, lift the chest, press the hips down. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee 90, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, full upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walk it out. Bend the knees, reach those heels towards the earth. Find your full downward facing dog. Plant those index mounds, claw the finger pads, claw the toe pads. Tilt that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right heel lifts sky high. As you exhale, draw the heel over to the left side, reach the knee up towards the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift through the knee. Lift through those left grounded toes, tippy toes, tippy toes. Get as tall as you can through that top knee. Big breath in. As you exhale, round this right knee towards right armpit as close you can squeeze it up and in as you can. And then sending weight to right hand. Come to inside of left foot. Left hand goes up. Side plank variation. This bottom knee can always be down on the ground or keep it lifted into the body. Stack the shoulders. Reach through top fingers. Lift that top hip up. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, right hand twists up to the ceiling as that left fingers or palm plant to the middle of the mat. Reach up through top fingertips, top shoulder. Bend through that front knee. Pull belly button into spine. Stay for one breath, and then as if someone is pulling you up from this top hand, lift the torso to twisted lunge. Hands front to back of your mat. Reach that left hip flexor forwards. Sink into front knee. Squeeze the thighs together underneath you. Deep breaths. Can you speak kindness here? One exhale. Inhale, windmill the arms. Back foot plants like warrior two. Front right hand reaches down to the earth inside of right foot, extended side angle or elbow to knee. Squeeze thighs together, open up that front knee towards the front pinky toe. Squeeze the legs together, knife edge of the back foot heavy. Now taking these right fingertips, walking them slightly in front of you so the palm comes down to the ground. Take that front knee, start to pivot the foot, drop the right knee to the back of your mat. Back left toes, now point the back of your mat, lift the torso, lift the arms. You're going for half splits towards the back from little transition. Big breath in, lengthen through the spine, draw belly button in. As you exhale, start to airplane the arms, squeeze the pinkies together on the back, and fold forwards, forming long spine. Going as far in this half splits as you can without using the hands first. Long lower back, twist that right hip flexor forwards, long through the back of the neck, inhale. Exhale, hands, fingertips can find the floor. You can bend through this front knee, start to fold into your half splits. Whether toes are pointed or flexed, just stay active. Deep breaths here. One exhale. Bend through that front knee. Hands come to the floor in front of you, about 6 inches in front of that left foot. Inhale, lift right leg off the ground, standing splits. Top of the head reaches towards the earth. Drop that right hip, lift through right heel. Flex or point the toes. Squeeze that right glute. Draw belly button in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step those right toes back to the mat. Hands frame front foot. Inhale, plank pose. Step left foot back. Exhale, release to the earth. Inhale, take your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Belly intact. Tailbone lifted. Exhale, release that first side. Inhale, left heel lifts straight up to the ceiling. Flex the toes. Long line of energy first, lift, lift, lift. And then as you exhale, bend the knee, reach the heel over to the right side of the body. Lift through that top knee as tall as you can. And then when you're ready, come onto right toes. Tippy, tippy toes, reach that knee up, 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 and back. Big breath in. As you exhale, make as big of an arc with this left knee as you can, pulling it to the side of the body, to that left armpit. As close as you can, maybe you get the connection. Weight onto your left hand, inside of right foot ground. The right hand goes sky high, modified side plank. Bottom left knee can be down on the ground or squeezing up into the chest. Stack shoulders, reach top shoulder up. Reach top hip up. Big breath in to shake some more. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift left leg up and back. Exhale, step in between the hands for your lunge. Situate the legs, squeeze thighs. Right hand inside of right foot. Left hand twist up. Smile. Tell yourself thank you. And thank you for working hard in this next transition, this next pose, because we're going to pretend like someone's grabbing our top arm, top hand, lifting us up away from the floor into our twisted crescent. Sink deeper into that front knee. Reach through shoulders, reach through fingertips. Rotate right hip flexor forwards. Big breath in. Exhale, windmill the arms back, heel plants. Warrior two legs, extended side angle. Left knee draws towards left pinky toe. Stack shoulders, squeeze the feet together underneath of you. Knife edge of the back foot heavy. Plant it, anchor the knife edge down. Reach through both side bodies. Big breath in. Start to walk this left hand forwards onto the floor. Dipping left knee down into the middle of the mat. Drop the knee. Right toes now point back to the front of the mat. Hands go up as you set up for your half splits. Inhale, belly draws in. Exhale, airplane the arms. Draw shoulder blades together, squeeze pinkies. When you're ready with a breath out, begin to fold from a flat back. Finding your furthest angle here. Your next exhale, fingertips or hands can find the floor. You can bend through that front knee if you need. Sink into this half splits. One exhale here. Inhale, begin to bend through front knee. Hands find the floor in front of you. Lift off back leg. Half split or standing splits to the front of your mat. Left heel draws up. Squeeze left glute. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull belly in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, set the foot back down to the ground. Inhale, plank. Exhale, release to the earth. Inhale, lift through the chest, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, sit the hips back towards the heels. Child's pose. Our first child's pose of today, surprisingly closer to the end. Find full deep breaths here. As you let all of that movement settle into the body. Take the hands, clasp them behind the lower back. Soft bend in the elbows. Begin to draw the hands away from you to whatever extent is comfortable in your body. Wrap shoulders together. And then draw the hands over to the right side of the earth. Right temple comes down to the ground. Reach through that left shoulder. Front side of the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, draw hands over to left. Find left temple on the floor. Draw that right arm back away from you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Walk them back out in front of you. And then inhale, draw yourself up into tabletop. Cross the ankles. Sit the hips back behind you, reach the legs long in front, flex the toes. Sit up tall, staff pose. And when you're ready, fold forwards for your hamstring stretch. Long spine. One exhale here. Inhale back to center, reach the arms forwards. As you exhale, roll yourself one vertebra at a time all the way down to the ground. We have already taken so many twists today, so we're going to close out class by pointing the toes towards the top of the mat. Palms face down by the hips, plant the forearms and the elbows, and then inhale, press up and away through the chest, drawing the top of the head to the earth. Little to no weight here, fish pose. Wrap the shoulders underneath you, squeeze the elbows together underneath you. Maybe open mouth exhales for 2 more breaths. After that second exhale, slowly roll one vertebra at a time down, keeping those shoulders slightly tucked under. Let the feet fall open, let the palms face rest upwards. Begin to soften through the forehead, the jaw, shoulders, Release through the hips, the knees, and the ankles. Just choose to soften, choose to sink into this Shavasana. Taking the time to listen to all these sensations. Choosing to use words and thoughts of kindness here, following that fun flow. You're welcome to settle into this Shavasana for as long as you have the time to allow for. This is where I will leave you today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.